If you are viewing this on a mobile device, please rotate your phone to landscape mode. Welcome to the fifth and final video in our educational series on Article 6 of the Paris Agreement. In our previous episodes, we introduced the overall concept of Article 6, explored participation strategies, examined national institutional arrangements, and detailed the cooperative implementation cycle under Article 6.2. In this final episode, we turn to Article 6.4, the Paris Agreement Crediting Mechanism. This is a UN-supervised mechanism that offers a high-integrity framework for crediting mitigation activities. Now, let's walk through the key steps required to register mitigation activity and authorize A6.4 ERs under the PACM. Let's quickly look at the fees involved in participating in the Article 6.4 mechanism. These fees help cover the costs of processing requests throughout the Article 6.4 project cycle. Importantly, no request can be processed until the required fee is paid. However, there is some flexibility. The share of proceeds for adaptation are waived for least developed countries and small island developing states. There are 4 key types of fees you need to know. First, the registration fee. This is a one-time fee paid when submitting a mitigation activity for registration. It's based on the project's scale, specifically the estimated average annual greenhouse gas reductions or removals. $1,500 for small projects reducing up to 15,000 tons of CO2 per year. $5,000 for mid-sized projects between 15,001 and 50,000 tons, and $10,000 for large-scale projects above 50,000 tons of CO2 annually. Second, there's the post-registration change fee, charged if changes are proposed to a registered project. This is a flat $1,500 per request. If the change increases the scale of the project into a higher emissions tier, you'll also pay the difference in registration fees. Third, the issuance fee, which is applied each time credits are issued. This is calculated at $0.15 per A6.4 emission reduction. Finally, the renewal fee is charged when extending the crediting period of a registered project. This mirrors the registration fee tiers based on project size. What happens if your request is withdrawn or rejected? Refunds are possible, but depend on the stage your request has reached. You'll get a full refund if it's withdrawn before the UNFCCC Secretariat begins its completeness check. Partial refunds are available during the checks, but once the request reaches the final substantive review stage or is rejected by the supervisory body, no refund is granted. In addition to fees, each project must contribute to global climate goals. 5% of issued credits go to the Adaptation Fund. 2% of issued credits are withheld from use to ensure overall mitigation of global emissions. Again, LDCs and SIDS are exempt from the adaptation share. Together, these fees and contributions help ensure that the Article 6.4 mechanism remains financially sustainable, fair to project participants, and efficient for the UNFCCC. Now let's go through the key steps of the activity cycle. Step 1. Prior consideration. An activity participant, which can be a private or public entity, submits a prior consideration within 180 days of the mitigation action start date. The activity must use an approved A6.4 methodology. Step 2. Project Design Document, or PDD. The activity participants develop the PDD, conduct a local stakeholder consultation, and then submit it to the Secretariat for Global Stakeholder Consultation within 365 days of the prior consideration. The Secretariat publishes it on its website for a 28-day consultation period. Step 3. Approval and authorization. Once the global stakeholder consultation has concluded, the UNFCCC Secretariat formally requests the host country's response regarding the proposed mitigation activity. The host party is encouraged to provide its approval within 60 days of the request, or within a nationally specified timeline. This approval must confirm that the mitigation activity fosters sustainable development, aligns with national priorities, and has met all relevant criteria. The host party also has to authorize the involvement of the activity participant through a dedicated interface on the UNFCCC website. This authorization must be given within the mitigation activity's approval. Importantly, this is different from the host party's authorization of the use of Article 6.4 ERs, which can be granted alongside the approval, but before the first issuance, if the reductions are to count toward an NDC or other international mitigation purposes. This ensures full transparency and legal clarity before any credits are transferred or used internationally. Step 4. Modalities of communication. The activity participant submits a modalities of communication statement, clarifying who has authority to interact with the supervisory body on the project's behalf. Step 5. Validation and MA submission. A designated operational entity validates the mitigation activity. It then submits the full package on behalf of the project proponent, including the PDD, MOC, and validation report within 365 days of host country approval. Step 6. Processing of request. The UNFCCC conducts a completeness check within 7 days. If successful, it proceeds with a substantive check, which takes up to 21 days. If both are positive, the UNFCCC Secretariat issues a formal request for registration to the supervisory body. Step 7. Registration of the mitigation activity. The supervisory body considers the request and has 28 days to either register or reject the activity. Once approved, the activity becomes officially registered under Article 6.4. Together, these steps form the operational backbone of Article 6.4. With clear procedures, integrity standards, and global oversight, this mechanism is ready to support climate ambition. Thank you for watching. Visit the CACE website to learn more about how to participate in the Article 6.4 mechanism and scale your climate action.